Welcome back, everyone. So, this section is all about appreciation. And I can tell you that Caesar and I most definitely appreciated each other. He might have appreciated me most for the cuddles and snuggles and the morning stretches, even. I know that he appreciated me holding him tightly during thunderstorms. And quite honestly, I miss that time of allowing him to feel safe and comfortable in my arms. And then I appreciated him for just being present. There was absolutely nothing that he could do for me that was not appreciated in terms of whether, and you will know this, he's just sitting by my side, whether he's on my lap, whether he's learning a new trick, whether he's just out with me. And you know that it was with my then husband that we were out together quite a bit daily and really enjoyed our outings. I always appreciated that he allowed me to set him up on different places and take a picture of him. And I know that he appreciated the attention. So he was appreciating the attention, and I appreciated that he was so willing to get into different poses, sometimes different outfits, but certainly just to be there, right? So he was so used to the routine of, oh, here's a neat spot and let's take a picture here. And I always appreciated things that he appreciated. So if I was noticing him smelling up in the air, and you'll see your dogs doing this, it suddenly made me pay attention to the air. If I saw him sniffing at a particular plant, of course, half of the thought in my mind is that safe? I hope he doesn't eat it, right? And then the other half is, oh, what is that he's seeing? Sometimes it was little bugs that he would come across. I believe one time was a little toad. And certainly views. He appreciated just looking out over the water, and we really appreciated that too. And I know I love that. But I could get lost in watching and appreciating him, appreciating a view. And it's so interesting that now when I connect with Caesar spiritually, I will definitely say that it's the same message that he gives me, or the universe gives me through him, that it's time to appreciate. And this is the thing that all of you will know about dogs. They appreciate. So, they might have their favorite bone to chew on. They might have a favorite treat. They might have their meal, whichever meal. Caesar loved food, as you might remember, and he really appreciated it. So, and your dogs might do the same thing. They're very excited when they know it's mealtime, right? So all I had to do was, are you hungry? And I suspect all of you have done something similar, and you can totally see the excitement, right? And it's such an appreciation that we humans don't really tap into regularly. So for this section, I would love for you to think about, are you appreciating the bits and pieces of life that our dogs are constantly teaching us to learn from, right? So everything, whether, if we think about dogs meeting other dogs, and we know there's the appreciative sniff, and maybe that's curiosity, but it's also, there is a excitement about seeing a familiar dog or a familiar person even, right? And we don't always have that. We might have our favorite friends that we're really looking forward to seeing, and we might do that with a stranger if they're friendly. We might say hello, and it might be really nice to introduce our dogs or that sort of thing. But appreciation is a whole different level, right? There is this feeling from dogs that flows to us because they're certainly showing their appreciation for us. But there's this appreciation for life. So again, whether people, dogs, a walk, a nap, all of these things where you just know there's so much appreciation, right? And dogs have this beautiful ability to get lost in that experience. And we don't often allow ourselves to do this because what is happening? Our minds are thinking about, after this, I have to do this, and then I have to do this, and did I finish this, or is Caesar happy? Which was always on my mind of, is Caesar okay in this space? Does Caesar like this person? Does Caesar get along with this dog? That sort of idea was always the first thing that was on my mind, to the point that many of us might not be in that appreciative mode just for ourselves, of I'm just appreciating that he gets to be in the space. And honestly, in terms of new spaces, I always appreciated that he could be in those spaces. I always wanted to take him to new and different places, and we did that regularly, as some of you might remember. And now we come back to appreciation. This particular section is for us to think about appreciation. And I would love for you to spend whether the day or the next week, and hopefully your whole life, remembering this message from our dogs to us about appreciating what we're doing in the moment. And this again also means, if we're doing mindful eating, we can appreciate the tastes or flavors. We can appreciate that we're with our family or friends that we're eating with. We can appreciate the different ingredients and love that's been put into something that's being made for us or that we're making for another. And I know a lot of these things we are aware of them, and I can say that I was kind of aware of them, but in my contemplative, introspective times now, I will definitely say that it's such an awareness and it's such an appreciation for the message that was coming from Caesar constantly. And today I do want you to look at every single detail that you do in a day. It could be brushing your teeth. Aren't you happy you have teeth if you have teeth? And if you don't, then maybe you're happy that you have a great toothbrush, or maybe you're happy that you've got a great mouthwash. Whatever it is, look at some appreciation that this is just something you had. Do you know, Caesar loved his toys, and I bought him many, many toys. And each new toy received the same appreciation. Now, some people have dogs that are slightly interested in a new toy and then they go back to a familiar toy. For Caesar, he appreciated every single one. And it was so exciting to see him receive them and literally play with them at different times. And of course, that encouraged my getting those toys for him, or even helping him learn a new trick or a new puzzle. He appreciated it. He knew he was smart enough to figure things out, and he knew he wanted to figure things out. So even if it's a new toy, he was figuring it out. Now, most of us Schnauzer owners might know that they're usually quite interested in getting to the squeaker inside, and many dog owners will know this experience. Many dogs will look for those squeakers inside, and they can tear apart a toy until they find it. But there is a curiosity and there's an appreciation, right? So if you have some awareness about the appreciation that's coming from your dog today, about everything, notice it. They appreciate sitting beside you. They appreciate going for your walk. They appreciate going for their walk. They appreciate going to a new place. They appreciate that you take them with you. They appreciate you being home more often. They appreciate your attention, but they also appreciate that energy that flows from you when you are in the space of appreciation. And this is a fabulous energy to share, but it's also a fabulous awareness for us all to have regularly. Our dogs are teaching us constantly through actions, through literally living the experience that they are trying to teach us. So I do hope that you will think about that for either the day or the next week, or again, all your life. And I look forward to seeing you in the next section. For now, today, and for as long as you can, focus on appreciation and know that this is such a valuable skill that our dogs are teaching us. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Hi again, everyone. I'm going to talk about one more aspect about appreciation. In terms of appreciation, when we get our dogs, we are often really appreciative for having them. And oftentimes we might forget that they're there, right? Because, well, they're there and they're definitely going to remind us that they're there. But we might forget the little blessings that are coming in terms of appreciation. When we first get our dogs, especially if you've just got a puppy, you will notice their beautiful, perfect health, right? And this is something that a lot of people do not spend time appreciating. Of course, I work in healthcare, and I know that I was very much aware of Caesar's health right from the beginning. You'll notice that on my blog, which I'll put a link to under this video. But I also want you to know that you have some wonderful health qualities in your baby. So whatever dog you have, you will see that whether their ears are good, their eyes are good, or their skin is good, or maybe their fur is really healthy, maybe they walk well. And when things are good, just like we do as humans for ourselves and for our family and friends, when we've got something, we don't spend a lot of time appreciating it, or many people do not. It's often when something is not right that we start thinking, oh boy, I wish I had appreciated that I could walk so well for most of my life, and now I've got a bit of sore knees. And we'll do the same thing with our dogs too, right? That, okay, I'm watching and the hip seems a little bit off, or something's off, or they're itchy on their paw, and I got to find out what they're itchy about, that sort of idea. So when something's not right, we can appreciate health. If we start appreciating the things that are already here right now, we can actually build on that. So I know that early on I had looked up Schnauzer health and what are the possible concerns, and pancreatitis and diabetes were the two big ones that came up the most. And I was cooking Caesar's food and was very particular about making sure that those conditions were hopefully prevented. We looked at his eye health because he had a tiny cataract even from the day that we got him, and that healed with proper supplements and nutrition. So again, this is so wonderful to be able to be aware and appreciative of great health. This eye is doing great, but this eye has a little bit of help needed. I'm going to do this to help. And we can appreciate the healing qualities of our fur babies too, right? So the fact that even if they've done a really long walk, they'll sleep it off and they feel better. Even if they've had their first shot, a vaccine of some sort, or if they've had a visit to the vet, right? And they're healthy. Appreciate that healthy blood work. And if there is something not quite right in the blood work, appreciate all the things that are good too, right? And then work on the things that need some attention. And a lot of times the things that need attention are the things that are good right here, right now. Don't wait until something is not there to appreciate the right here, right now. I wanted to make sure that you remember this part too, because that's all part of appreciation. And of course, it's part of healthcare. And I wanted to make sure you think about that today. Have a great day, and I will talk to you next time.
Hello everyone, I'm back again, this time at the lake. This part of this video is about appreciation. So, we're talking about appreciation, and I'm going to let you know that your four-leggeds are always showing you how to appreciate things. Now, we appreciate you, two-leggeds. We appreciate your company. We appreciate the things you cook for us, the things you feed us, the time you spend with us. But we also appreciate the air. We appreciate the walks. We appreciate trees and flowers. I'm appreciating right now the smell of the lake, the smell of the grass, the smell of this tree, smell of the awareness of life around me, and most of all, that Mum is talking about me right now. I'm appreciating this, and she appreciates me. So for you, I would like to make sure I share a message from all the four-leggeds. We used to see this around town all the time. We see people walking their four-leggeds, and yet they're on their cell phones. So they might be appreciating the conversation that they're having, but they're not appreciating their time with their four-leggeds. For us, it's always about the time that we spend with you that we appreciate the most. So yeah, we're going to pay attention to the smells around us, we're going to smell everything, we're going to greet new people or dogs, but it's you being with us that we appreciate most. And you know that you have our full attention. If you are happy, we're happy because we're with you. We know that appreciating little things is something we do very easily. And this is something that humans don't do very easily. So you might have a nice time to go for a walk because you're walking your four-legged, but are you appreciating that experience? Because appreciating is what we're all about. We wanted to make sure that Mom and I are sharing in this part of the video that we appreciate each other, and we know this both from a spiritual connection and a heartfelt connection that we've had in our time together. For you too, whoever is watching this, if you have your four-legged with you, appreciate them. If you don't, appreciate the time you had with them. they're still feeling it, just like I still feel Mom's energy and Mom still feels my energy. Don't forget to appreciate what's here right now. And when you think of time spent with your four-leggeds, the best way to appreciate is to literally be in the moment of appreciation with your four-leggeds. I want to see the things that you see. Four-leggeds want to see the things that their owners, their human owners, want to see. And they want to experience the walk together. They want to experience the cuddles together. So I remember I could sit on Mom's lap, whether she was working on a new course, working on a new video for me, working on a blog, anything. I could just be with her, and I so appreciated her being with me. And I know that feeling was very much shared. Now, today, I make sure that I let her know to just appreciate her own time, even if it's with some thoughts of me, but recognizing that time is short, everyone. Chop chop, even though we know that dogs live shorter than humans most of the time, every day is precious. Appreciate the day, appreciate the people you're around, appreciate your pets, the animals around you, appreciate nature, appreciate the air, appreciate this moment. We are totally pushing appreciation on you in this section, and we hope that you are receiving our message loud and clear, because this video itself, this whole course, has been based on appreciation, mutual between Mom and myself. I hope you learned something, and I hope you go out and appreciate what you have with your four-legged, and appreciate the two-leggeds in your life too. Appreciate nature in your life. And I hope you have a great day. Remember, I'm going to see you next time, and we will be combining all of this to talk about one of the most important details that I want to share with you from Schnauzer perspective, from the dog world to the human world. Let's do this. I'll see you next time.